This is Justin AMZN on Tuesday, October 22nd, 2019, and this is not where I left these lines. So something with the day playing out today moved things. At least I don't think I drew them this way. I'm pretty sure I had one on top and one on the bottom and kind of a triangle shape in between. But if we move this back up, pretty much what I was thinking into yesterday's high, right in here and right in here and right in here, okay? And then similarly with the low of yesterday. So that's going to be like this. I think like this, because we didn't have any of this data. So I'm just really going off of the body here. Okay. I think that's kind of where I had it, but it doesn't seem, doesn't really seem like it worked. But it kind of did. So let's zoom in and see kind of how that framework could have helped. Initially, morning pre-market looked like it was gapping up outside the triangle. A retest back into it, great. Should bounce, right? It's a triangle. Should bounce. Well, no, it comes right back down inside and then puts in this double bottom. But already we're already pulling back further. We're taking out some of the pivots from yesterday. And so now we've got double bottom that actually looks like it's breaking out. Not breaking out, just double bottoming with a retesting neckline. And then here's the candle. This one should go, and it doesn't. It rolls back down, and we just can't get back above that neckline again. To the point that we just consolidate. You start getting this curve here, kind of some lower highs here, but you start getting this curve where it's like, okay, it should be going, it should be pushing higher, and nope, it doesn't. You have a squeeze forming, and it breaks down. Squeeze continues to form as it breaks down. It actually retests right back up into that squeeze range. Sorry, the squeeze down here, it retests the level that it was forming that squeeze over here. That's what I mean. And so there were a lot of opportunities in here to go bearish. Probably this was not the best one, like making a new low on the day. All of this, wait for that retest. And it retested really nicely into the 21, rolled back down. And so this was a nice $10 move here from 1772 down to 1762. So we'll see what the options were doing here. And then I'm not sure where else you could have just gone bearish other than getting into this triangle and seeing that it wasn't going to work. Maybe the 3-minute would be better. I haven't looked at the 3-minute at all. Let's see how this looked. Oh, the 3-minute candle would have been great. Look at that candle. Similar to inverted hammer, but just showing a lot of resistance up here at resistance, and just play that down and just let it ride. And that's a lot of bearish candles in a row. I don't recommend holding through that many without taking some profit and at least tightening your stop to lock something in. But you can see the double bottom here playing out. You can see right at the neckline, it wants to get going. Inside candles, nice little triangle here, and it should go. But nope, it breaks down. You can squeeze here. Oh, wow. There's an actual 3-minute gap here between 12 o'clock and 12:05. It actually gapped down, went sideways, and then started to go lower. This would have been a great place with the squeeze, seeing that gap, letting it just hover in here. And this is this one the one that made a new low on the day? 1770.55. 1770.55. So same low. No, this is the one that made a new low on the day. You still could have been in anywhere in here going bearish, and the retest price back up here. But yeah, that looks like that gap held really well the rest of the day. So yeah, all right. I kind of like the 3-minute today. Looks nice. So let's jump over to the options. Not much going on with the calls. This is now, again, we're way out. This is 1850 calls. It comes into a double bottom. If you're buying the neckline, you're buying over here around 950. Maybe you're doing, you're getting something set up like 10 by 9, looking for it to bounce, and it doesn't. So, if you did a 10 by 9 with a stop limit, then you didn't get filled. If you're just playing the neckline breakout, then you probably got filled and hopefully got trailed out up here or you got stopped out for a small loss, as that just continued to go sideways. So not too much happening with the calls. And again, we're just really far out away from the money because of earnings later this week. All right, so the 1700 puts now I'm looking at, and I think these are the same options we looked at yesterday. So just trying to get some consistency here on kind of a crazy week. But all right, so this initial candle on the 5 minute, you would have really just had been getting in on that candle because it gapped up here. And I guess that where that double top, the double bottom made a double top, where it pivoted to retest, and that was the next place that was a low. I mean, I don't know that you would have gotten in right here unless you're on a 3 minute, but if you waited over here, maybe you're trying to get in like 7 by 6. I don't think that would have filled. It looks like it was high enough above 7 that it may not have filled the buy order. Other than that, getting in at 8, I mean, it looks like it would have worked 8 by 7, but it just went sideways for so long. I mean, maybe you scalped out an R, getting out at 9, but probably you just had to hold it all day. And then at the 12:05 time, okay, so that was around 850. Looks like you could have been getting in at 850 with a stop down at 750. And again, that still would have taken a while. That at least made it a 2R, going from 850 up to 1150. So that would have been riding this move down, really from here, getting in on a retest basically and just riding that down to here. And so the triangle did help in that sense. I guess if you went into it today thinking it shouldn't be up here yet, this being a retest of kind of a triangle up here, then you're coming right back into, you're coming back into this price right in here. Just like, wow, that's not what I wanted. This thing is getting slow or something. Okay. Just like I wanted this to roll over that day, like it did here. Well, that was the open today. We're right there again. So that was a good place to go bearish and just ride that down. The difference is doing it on, what was this? Yeah, Friday. Trying to do it Thursday didn't work. Doing it Friday would have worked amazing. And then doing it today with options this week would have been a little more trouble just because the option premium is just not giving up the value that you really want to see. So, but still could have made something, scalped an R maybe a little more, hopefully more. But yeah, let me put this back. Okay, we'll see if this does anything to help us tomorrow. What I do kind of want to do now that we have this low, I do want to kind of adjust this a little bit and kind of just flatten this out a little bit, because that'll, I think it'll help widen things where, it could extend out. Let's try that again. If it does something like this, where it makes an apex over here. I'm not going to draw it that way because it'll probably snap somewhere or another. If I've got it within today's after hours, it should hold right here. So then I should be able to extend it or, pull it and draw it over into Wednesday. And, we're forming this nice little triangle here. We'll see if it continues to play out tomorrow and then Thursday possibly as well. But you can tell the pressure's building. I mean, this is going sideways right here with some really large candles. And it's had some smaller ones through here where it was indecisive. This is it's doing some sort of strange S curve sort of thing. We're getting some candles here like we had here where we have bearish, bullish, bearish, the alternating again. And it just shows that there's some real indecision right here. Directional day is just indecision just because we're going sideways. So it's really going to take earnings, I think, to show us which way we're going to go. If we get a little more selling, if we pull back a little bit more into 1747, I think if earnings can gap up, it should just run. So we'll revisit that. Maybe a little bit tomorrow, but definitely Thursday, and get an idea of what to do and how to play on Friday. So that should be fun. The other thing I noticed here looking at the daily is the squeeze fired. Fired bullish, which, I mean, that's great and all that it fired bullish. It's just this isn't looking very bullish right here. So if this is a really big rest, a really big flag right here, I mean, it's a little too big. This candle's a little too big. This, maybe these two could be a bit of a flag. But if this squeeze really does, turn bullish and continue for like 8 to 10 bars here, or even 6 bars, I mean, this one just went sideways. If this one can go bullish, I mean, that should include some earnings move too. So it could be a nice move. I think that usually happens around earnings, right? No, I guess maybe not. A little bit of consolidation here, just not right before earnings. No, I guess doesn't slow down that much right before earnings. It's the last time it did for a squeeze right before earnings. Gotta go back a little ways. Yeah, you can tell I didn't look this up before I said it. So I'm glad I'm checking what I said, because I can't find a squeeze firing. This one fired on or after earnings. That's the closest. Okay, not seeing one. Okay, here's one that fired right before earnings with some bearishness. Even on the day that it showed it fired bullish. Earnings came in, had a small gap. This is when Amazon was way back in the 160s. It would have been great to be buying it back there. Wait, when was this? This was back in 2010. Yeah, would have been really nice to be buying it in here. But you can see where the squeeze formed and fired. It ended up dipping right back down into that range and bouncing, and I think stayed above that pretty well. I guess it came back down to it in here, but I mean, yeah, that's probably the last time we were down in the 160s there, right? Maybe we dipped. No, looks like that was the last time we were in the 150s, I should say. It was right here. Last time we were in the 150s. Aside from this retracement back into that same range from where that squeeze was. Yeah, because we've been in the 60s. I think we've been higher than that for a long time. 200s. I guess I don't have to really just scroll. I can just keep going. Yeah, 200s, 300s. Yeah, we haven't been back down to the 160s in a long time. So, interesting place for a squeeze. See if we get a squeeze down in here. I won't necessarily say it's the last time we'll see the 1760s or something, but yeah, could definitely have some bullishness coming. But like I said, we'll take a look at that again soon, and just get your framework ready for what you're looking for, and just be prepared to trade how you're ready to, and how your plan is laid out to trade it. So we'll look for a lot of premium to disappear overnight Thursday night, and it should make Friday very interesting. So hope this helps for today. Something that you could have done. We'll see if we get a zig back up tomorrow and just see some general buying here, and you can look for probably 1780 or so as a nice target if we do have something like that. If we gap down and fade, if we gap down and roll over, I mean, that's another story. Look for it to hit 1747 pretty quickly, and then this could turn into a little bit more of a channel, a little downtrending channel, which I think we have one of those over here. Yeah, I can probably get rid of this one. That was one. So, yeah. All right. Here's our triangle right now. Let's see what this does. Hope this helps. This is Justin AMZN. Thanks.